Well, 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 look who it is. Look who is back. Today's Tuesday, August 11th, 2026. How you doing? I think today is actually my grandmother's birthday. I think. She would have been, I don't know how old she would have been now. She was born in 1939. How old would she be? She'd be old. She'd be what, 87? Is my math right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure my math is right. She would be 87 years old. She died like 2-3 years ago. She died in 2024, at the beginning of 2024. So she would be 87 years young if she was alive today. Needless to say, she is not. But you know who is alive? This guy. I am alive, and I'm live on stream right now. None of this shenanigans with like playing an old stream and trying to pass it off as a live so that I can no, I'm not even going to make that joke. If you know, you know. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Like when apparently, because if people have been known to like try to pull off some bad things, like, you know, using that as an alibi, using it as an alibi that like, well, I was live during that time. Surely there's no way I could have done a bad thing. And then I forget how that one person got caught. He got caught by a stupid mistake. What the hell was it? It was some dumb mistake, which is usually what it is. Surely I cannot be the only person who not fantasizes, but like contemplates how you could go about doing something like that and get away with it, right? Like, surely I am not the only person who wonders, like, how you could do that and get away with it. Wait, my monitor, this monitor all day long has just been like, it flicks. It's like flickering. Like, come on, monitor, stop flickering. But like, come on, guys. I know you guys have wondered it too. I know that the people watching my stream have sat there and contemplated many a times how you could go about getting away with something like that. And it seems like it's always something simple. What did he do? I'm trying to remember what that guy did in order to actually, he ended up getting caught, but he did it. Because at first, okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about like a guy who, he basically said that he was a streamer, like he was known, not quite, like he wasn't like Asmongold streamer, right? Of like, he wasn't quite that caliber, but he also wasn't quite the caliber of me, which is like no caliber at all. So he was somewhere in the middle, like he had somewhat of a following. And basically what he did is he recorded himself. I remember what it was. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. Wait a minute. Wait. I remember what it was. I remember how he got caught. But basically, what this guy did is he recorded himself playing Grand Theft Auto or whatever game he was playing. I don't remember what game he was known for, but he played some game for like 4 or 5 hours, right? And he recorded himself playing it. And then he went live on his, like a day or two later, or however long it was. I think it was actually Christmas. I think it was actually Christmas. And he went live a couple of days later. And he said something to the extent of, oh yeah, OBS isn't working right, so I'm not able to see the chat. Okay, fair enough. He's not able to see the chat. And then he played his game. And what he had really done is with that recording of himself playing the game, he played that during a live stream so that they thought that he was live and they thought he was streaming and the chat was there. And while that video was playing, he left his house. He went to somebody else's house, a past friend. He went to somebody else's house and did a bad thing and then came home. And that was his alibi, right? Because he was the ex-boyfriend of the person who the bad thing had been done to. And So it was like actually a pretty good plan, but it was slightly flawed, right? Because he had to do that like, well, the chat, like OBS is acting up, so the chat's not working, so I'm not going to be able to view the chat. Like, okay, I mean, that's like, it's a little convenient that on the night that the bad thing happened to that person, the chat room isn't you're not able to interact with the chat on your stream, but you know, it's not that far-fetched. It's a little convenient, but it's not that far-fetched. And so he goes, he does the bad thing, he comes back, the police question him, and he's like, well, I was live. Like, I was streaming. That's my alibi. My alibi is that I was live for X amount of hours. And, you know, so you guys, like, you got the wrong person. And he almost got away with it. But I remembered I remember where he messed up. Where he messed up was they did a forensic analysis of his computer and they found the recording. They found the record where he had recorded himself. They found it. And like in that, it was time stamped, and they saw that the recording was actually recorded like 2 or 3 days prior to when he claimed, and from that they were able to convict him for the bad thing, and he went to jail, he went to prison. So literally all he had to do was just delete the file. Now, personally, it's a good plan, right? But even if you delete the file, if the police, they want to they take your computer and they're going to scan it, they're going to look at it, they're still just because it's been deleted doesn't mean it's been deleted. So really what you want to do is you want to write over the file. The file exists, so you want to write over the data, and then you want to delete it, and then you want to empty your recycling bin, and then you probably want to do something like defrag your hard drive, something like that, right? I don't even know if defragmentation is still a thing. There used to be a tool in Windows. Actually, what is that still a thing? Defrag. Yeah, this tool here. Okay, last day since the last retro. Okay, so this actually, it's still actually, excuse me, it actually is a thing. What if I change, I just want to select this, because I remember defragmentation used to be a big thing back in the late 90s and early noughts. But in the late 90s, if your computer was running slow, it would be well, have you defragmented it lately? Is at least have you optimized it? I guess they got rid of the name defrag and now it's called optimization. But so that's what you would want to do. You would want to have you would really ideally you would load the file up in a hex editor or whatever, and then you would just write over it. Then you would delete it. And then you would empty your hard, not empty your hard drive, you would empty your recycling bin. And actually, that's probably the better choice. Is what you do is when you record it to a thumb drive. And then from the thumb drive, you replay it. And then once it's done, you destroy the thumb drive. That's probably the better route than actually just keeping it on your hard drive. So, yeah. So, see, I would have gotten caught too. I would have gotten caught doing bad thing. That guy, I'm sure he's in prison now because he did a really bad thing. So I'm sure he's in prison. Let's see. YouTuber, faked live stream as alibi. And I think the live stream he faked is still viewable online. So now, okay, wait. It was his girlfriend. Let's see. In a 6-hour pre-recorded video of himself playing Grand Theft Auto as a fake live stream on YouTube to create an alibi when he traveled to her home and did bad thing. So his name is Stephen McCullough. I think it's interesting that his name is Stephen McCullough and her name was Natalie McNally. So they both are mixed. Let me see that. I want to look up here. Stephen McCullough. I want to see I want to see if he is, let's see, Stephen McCullough. Let me see something really quick. I want to see, did I just, how did I do that? I can't, No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. I don't know how I got that window up. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. All right, so we'll just go back here. Stephen McCullough is sentenced to 31 years, and I think he was like 30-some years old when this happened. He's 36. So he's probably not getting out until he's almost 70, which, man, like, wait, I've always, wait, that's not what I want. I've always said that, like, look, I would do some crazy stuff for a woman. I mean, when I get into my head and I'm in love with somebody, like, I'll do some crazy stuff. Like, I'll do some crazy things. But no matter how much I love a woman, there's one thing that I love more. And I'm not going to say myself, right? Because, I mean, it's quite possible that I would love a woman more than I love myself. And, like, I mean, I feel like that happens not quite often, but it happens often. So no, it's not that I would love myself more, but there is something that I will always love more than another woman, than a woman. And that thing is my freedom. I love my freedom. I love being free. I love being able to go outside or not go outside, or like, I love my freedom. So no matter how much I love a woman, I will always love my freedom more. Hence, I could never do, I just don't understand this. I guess to some extent, maybe I can understand it. Like, it's like, you know, I remember, like, I had an ex-girlfriend, and, well, one of my exes, she was a mother, and I remember having this conversation about babies. And like how babies can be relentless when they're young, and they can be relentless in like terms of like crying, and just like it, like the crying will get to you. The crying will eat at you. And I remember having this conversation with her where she completely agreed, where like those people who like they snap and they shake a baby until it is unfortunately unalived. I'm going to use TikTok language, right? So they shit, like, it's like, I get it. Like, I understand it. I would never do it. I would never do that. But I understand how somebody can get to that point. Like, I get it. Like, it's not excusable. It's not as though I'm saying like, oh, you need to let that person out because like I get like, no. They need to go to jail, and they need to they need to be buried under the prison. I get that. But I understand how somebody can get to that point. With this though, I have a harder time understanding how you can get to the point of where you love somebody so much and it's not working, and this is the route you take. Like, he was 36 years old. He's spending 31, so I guess he's eligible for parole. I mean, he'll be out when he's 67. God damn. 31 years. I'm trying to, like, 30. I'm so old. I'm trying to remember, like, I was 31 20 years ago. Life was different back then. The world was a different place. No, but oh my God. Like, dude. It's like, dude, like, why would you do that? I just don't understand. December 18th, 2022. Yeah, because, well, yeah, I remember it was like a Christmas themed stream. And like I said, I think his video is still up on YouTube. Let me see. I want to see this. Wait a minute. YouTube channel. Stephen McCullough. Was this? No. No, that's like the hashtag. I want to find the actual channel. I'm not going to click Reddit. It scares me. Okay, so vote Saxon 7. What's going on with my computer? Why Oh, my stars and garters. What is happening? Do I have a virus? Is that what's going on? Has somebody hacked into my computer? All right, let's put this back up. Okay, what is going on? Okay, so I want to... Okay, vote Saxon 7. I don't want to do the hashtag search. Let me see. Let's just see if we do... If we do... no, not that. If we do this, will it find it? Oh, Will Tyler, good evening. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Will Tyler. It's the Data Vipers. Yes, it could be the Data Vipers. No, I'm looking for this guy's YouTube channel because I'm pretty sure the video is still up. Like this video here is. I'm pretty sure the original video is still up on YouTube. Let me see. Maybe it's not. Maybe they finally did take it down. Okay, so this is like a repost of it. Full re-upload now. Oh, now deleted live stream. Okay, so it was actually deleted. So yeah, so he spends 6 hours pretending to be live playing Grand Theft Auto. It's not even like it's not even the new Grand Theft Auto. It's like an old Grand Theft Auto, but whatever. Still, again, like I said, I can love a woman I can love a woman to do some crazy things for that woman. I will do some crazy shit for a woman. I get it. But to this extent, no. There's always going to be that one thing that I love more than a woman, and that's going to be my freedom. Not necessarily myself, right? Like, I'll love a woman and hate myself. Like, that's, like, I'll do that all day. But my freedom, that's number one. That's number one in my book. Now, I feel like I've just cursed myself now that, like, I'm going to snap and, like, you know, there's going to be, like, and I'm going to be in the news and people are going to replay this clip and be like, oh, we should have seen the signs. We should have seen the signs. Like, no, he was losing it. He was definitely, he was losing it. So, yeah, should have seen the signs. We should have seen it coming. Like, you know, somebody had to know. Now, whatever, boys. I don't care what you guys think. All right, so, let's see if we can remember how to program. Let's see if we can remember how to do... Okay, so I got a new terrain. I literally don't remember how to put a terrain on the game. Oh, like that. Okay, all right. There's a lot of stuff. This is the hard part. It's like starting from another, like starting fresh. You know what? I don't even want to start fresh. I don't even want to do this. Let's do this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to load up the old game. We're going to try it and true. Will Tyler says, I got 2 actual subscribers to my mapping app today. First and second in the same day. Congratulations. Congratulations. How much money is that? And I don't, like, that might have sounded like oh yeah, well, how much money? No, I didn't mean like I meant like how much, like I'm just curious, like how much money is that? That's awesome. Like I mean, I have a few subscribers to AMB. I have a few subscribers to my channel. Okay, $10. That's $10. Like I would happily accept free $10. Free $10 is a free $10. I'll take $10. I like $10. Sure. So. Because there are people that will be snobbish and like, what? Oh, okay. So what? Like when I remember like the first time that like I got a payout from YouTube, and it was like $100 and some odd dollars, because YouTube will only cut you a check. Like they keep track of how much money you make, but they only cut you a check once you've made over $100. And so I remember the first time I got a payout from YouTube, it was like $100 and I don't know, $25 or something like that. And I forget who it was I told, but I told somebody and they were like, oh yeah, well, now you can quit your day job. Or like, I think it was my friend, my fucking friend David, who's like, oh oh wow, so that's going to pay the bills or something like that. But I'm like, you know what? That's $125 I didn't have before. Now I've got $125 that I didn't have. So yeah, suck on those boobies. Beers on me when we get to the bar in Alaska Friday. Woo! Is for your fishing trip to Alaska. Wait, is St. Abilene loading? Like WTF? Like, why is it taking so long to load? Oh, there it is. It's there. It's been there the whole time. Now, this is a game, my friends. This is a game. I wanted to save this news for not sure, but I had mentioned something. I mentioned something that I thought was going to happen on Wednesday, right? So last week I talked about something, and it was a members only. I talked about something, and then I posted in the Discord an email I had written recommending some certain actions be taken to alleviate the company of a certain problem. And so I wrote an email recommending those changes be taken. And that was I'm pretty sure it was on Friday. No, it was on Sunday. It was over the weekend that I wrote that email. And so then I got an email back from the person I wrote it to, basically saying, I agree with all your points. We'll take care of this, something like that. And then I heard through the grapevine that, yes, it was in the works and it was going to happen on Wednesday. All right, perfect. But then, it didn't happen on Wednesday. It happened today. I heard that it happened today. And not only did it happen today, but I also heard that the person in question was... What was it? The person in question was resistant and belligerent. That was the email that was not sent to me. It was sent to somebody else about when it happened. When the person actually, when the HR person actually went through with the action, with the action, the person in question. Yes, we'll call the person in question Tommy. Tommy was resistant and belligerent. So. God, I wish I could have been on that phone call. Man, I would have I would have loved to have been on that phone call. But I'm gonna talk about this, but then I'm gonna put it to rest after this, because it's like I'm trying to think. I remember there was a job I had where this was back in 2007, 2008. And I was making good money, right? For the time, I think I was making 90 grand, which I know nowadays, because of 90 grand, 90 grand still good money, but back then it was really good money. It was the last job I had before I broke through the 6-figure barrier. And so I was making right around 90, 92, something like that. And but I didn't have to do anything for a year. I just really didn't have to. And so what did I do? Did I sit there and ask for more money? Did I complain that I wasn't making more money? Did I say no when somebody told me to do something? Did I push back and be like, oh yeah, I'm not going to do that because I'm not making it? No. You know what I did? I kept my fucking head down, and what little work was given to me, I did without bitching. So that's what you got to do. Wait, I got to write myself a note. One second. So yeah, so I kept my head down and I did my job, what little of a job there was to do. But I didn't care because I was making good money. This is a similar situation that this guy was in. Just keep your head down. I want to bring up a tool that that software architects have been using since the beginning of time. It's a very ancient tool that it's been around for years and years, and only the most skilled of architects can actually use it. Let me see. Drawing. Where the hell is it? Give me a second. Oh, my stars and garters. Okay, yeah. So again, like, it would be inappropriate of me to say like what this guy's salary was. Like, I wouldn't want to actually say out loud how much money he was making. And honestly, maybe I don't know how much he was making, but it would be very inappropriate for me to say what his salary was. But whatever his salary was, which again, I don't know, and even if I did know, I would never say, but whatever it was, like, you just keep your head down. You keep your head down and you do your job. Like, that's all you got to do. Nope, not good enough for this guy. Not good enough for Tommy, because Tommy needs special treatment. Tommy needs everybody to recognize that he is in the top 1% of ChatGPT users and therefore demands more than double his current salary. Oh, Jesus Christ. I feel like this is something that karma is going to come back and bite me in the ass for. So, but at the same time, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything, even though, okay, maybe I'm only saying that because I feel a tinge of guilt. But what did I do that was wrong? I identified somebody in the company that wasn't contributing total value. No, I'm trying to think of how to word this. I identified somebody in the company that was trying to extract more resources from the company, a lot more than what they were putting into the company. Does that make sense? Like, their work was not on par with what they were asking for. And I identified this deficit and I rectified it. So I didn't do anything wrong. That's a monster salary for a non-technical engineer team member. Well, technically he was technical. He was an AI specialist technically. And that's all he was specialized in. I told you to fire him months ago on the top 1% claim. Yes. Well, it's a very delicate situation, right? Like, I can't just go around firing people, okay? Like, now, I can recommend that they get fired, and I would say, 9 times out of 10, I would say that, like, the person who would basically, like, because I would recommend it, and then my direct manager would be like, yeah, let's do that. And then we would go to the CEO, who would ultimately make the final call. But the CEO is going to do what we recommend, right? Like, if both me and my direct manager go to the CEO and are like, Will Tyler needs to be fired, he's going to fire Will Tyler, right? So I can't just go around like just willy nilly. Like, now my direct manager and I have a really awesome relationship. So if I pushed hard enough for just about anybody in the company to be fired, he's going to push back with certain people. He would push back, and there's probably even certain people where he would just be like, no, that's not happening. But I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to have somebody fired if they don't deserve it. But I really didn't tell at that point. Like, I couldn't tell at that point, like, did he really deserve it? Like, also, because it was my direct manager who was telling me this story about the guy, like, when he refused to do work. And I'm like, okay, well, to what extent is my direct manager maybe embellishing this story, or, just like leaving out like some detail or something? Because, like, yeah, no, I told him, because, I was told that my direct manager asked him to do something and he said, I don't make enough money to do that. For all I know, my direct manager was asking for a blowjob, in which case I would agree with the guy that, no, he doesn't make enough money to do that. So, Hannah is in the room. She says hi. Hi, Hannah.
That's like claiming you're technical because you use Google. It really is. It really is. Refusal to do work, fired on the spot. That was kind of like my thinking, and that's literally what I told my direct manager. Like I was like, we need to let him go. Like but see, here's the thing. So when my direct manager told me that story about him refusing to do work, my reaction more or less was, we need to let him go. Like, we can't have that. We need to let him go. My direct manager, he didn't push back, but he was a little like hesitant or a little resistant, which made me think that maybe his version of the story wasn't actually as cut and dry as he made it out to be. So it was like, okay, well, there's at least some partial truth in what my manager said. Surely there has to be at least some partial truth in it. So let's just kind of like let's just kind of keep observing. Let's just kind of like, let's go into observational mode and figure out exactly but the thing is like whatever happened, it put my eyes and my manager's eyes on him, on the guy, on Tommy. And it's like, why would you do that? Like, why? Like, no, you keep your head down. I'm a director. If my manager asks me to go pick up mail from the mall, from the mailroom and get him a Coke, I do that. No question. Nobody is above doing anything they'd ask a subordinate to do. I agree in spirit, but in practice, no. Again, my manager asks for a blowjob. No, that's where your argument falls short. I mean, unless you're into that, Will Tyler, and maybe you are. Maybe you would happily blow your manager. I don't know. And you know what? If you want to, no judgment. It's a little gay, but whatever. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. Two dudes want to blow each other. That's fine. You go right ahead. And then, but then there was there was another person that was like today was like pushing back on something I asked him to do. And so I'm like, just do. Oh, this guy, he always pushes back when I ask him to do something. But he's really good at his job. And he always ends up doing what I've asked him. Unless his pushback changes my mind, which is fair, right? Like, some pushback is fine. Like, hey, can you do XYZ? Oh, do we really need to do XYZ because of ABC? Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. Okay, cool. That is acceptable pushback. Unacceptable pushback is like, hey, could you do ABC? Well, we already kind of did A before, and because of B, like, we don't really need to do C. I still need you to do A, B, and C. Well, they can just go look at this video for C. Well, that's not what I need you to do C. But it's right there in the video. I can give you the timestamp. No. I need you to do C. All right, fine. Like, that's how the interactions often go with him. Like he'll offer some like adjacent solution, and it's like, that's not quite what I asked for. Sometimes it's like, okay, that's fine, that'll work. But other times it's like, unless you'd ask that of a subordinate, I would. Why the chat is like acting really weird? Like, look at this. Like, I'm getting like, look, I'm getting like this like chat disconnected. Please wait while you're reconnected. Like, I've never seen that never happens. I don't know why it's happening suddenly. Is the stream okay? Is the stream quality all right? Wait a minute. Why do I not see the chat for Twitch? Oh, wait a minute. What do we got here? Here we go. Excellent. All right. Nobody's there. Hi, guys. Welcome to my stream. Nice. Nice. Okay. What are we going to work on tonight? I don't know. I don't know what we're going to work on. I don't know. Oh my God. And my test. Oh, wait. Is that done? I had to end the stream early last night because my Tesla decided to die. And I ended the stream. I went to Giant where my wife was. And luckily we have two cars. Like we have my Tesla and then we have her old Honda CR-V, which I love Honda CR-Vs. Honda CR-Vs are great cars. Wait a minute. Is this check tire pressure resolved? Okay, wait a minute. Is this done? Okay, it still says estimated completion. Sorry. Okay, I got to pay the invoice. Okay, I'll do that after the stream. I'll pick the car up tomorrow. It's fine. But no. So I arrive there and my wife's like sitting in the car. So I get in the car and there's like these error messages that are just like, they're like, I've never seen these messages before. Unable to restart. Car may power down. Do not drive car. Warning. Power like, and then like I sit there. So I call Tesla service and I'm like, hey, like, what's up? Like, and you can reboot a Tesla, right? Like, at least on my model Tesla, there's like two knobs on either side of the steering wheel, and they're like scroll wheels, right? So you can like control various controls in the car with them. And then they also push button. And so what you do is you hold both of them in at the same time, and you got to hold them in for like 10 seconds, and then the car shuts down and it reboots essentially. So I try that. Didn't fix it. The car is still showing all these errors. And so I called Tesla service. Oh my God. Yesterday. And then, so I'm on the phone with Tesla service and it's this woman or it's an AI. I still don't know. Like, I think every customer service person I talk to now is an AI. And I told this person, I tell her, I'm like, I was like, I can't tell if you're an AI or a human. And she's like, I got bills just like you do, sir. Blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like something an AI would say. But anyway, so I'm like talking to her and like, she's very personable. This woman on the phone. She's like very like she's like making jokes. I'm making jokes. It's like we're flirting basically, but I'm trying to get some service on my car. But my wife is overhearing this the entire time. And she's like, oh, why don't you get her phone number? Are you scheduling an appointment or going on a date? And I'm just like, oh, my fucking God. I just want to get my car towed. So anyway, they came and towed the car, took it in. Apparently, like, there was a fuse that was blown. I don't know. I just know that it's costing me $1,700 to fix. But that's better than the battery underneath, like, dying. Okay. I'm going to reboot this. Not reboot. I'm going to refresh this because this is just this is bad. It's just, I don't even know if YouTube's working anymore. All right. So, yeah, that was my day yesterday. And then I wasn't able to get anything done that I needed to get done because there's still this one task at work that I need to do that I haven't had time. Just everything is meetings. I knew the higher up you get in the hierarchy, the higher up you get in management, the more meetings. And I'm just like, is it going to be that bad? Nah, surely it's not that bad. Oh, it's that bad. It's that bad. And you know what? It's only going to get worse. I feel like it's only going to get worse. So I don't know what to do at this point. It's not, I don't want to say it's a nightmare because I am enjoying it, but at the same time, it's a little bit of a nightmare. It's a little bit of a nightmare if I'm being honest. But man, I would have loved to have been on that phone call earlier where they had a talking to with Tommy. Oh my God, I would have loved to have been on that. But like I said, I wrote it like resistant and belligerent. Resistant and belligerent. That's how it was described. Resistant and belligerent. I'm going to put that in the chat room. According... Resistant and belligerent. Did I spell belligerent correctly? And then, where the fuck is Matthew? Why is Matthew not at Matthew? Why the hell are you not in the chat room? Okay, I think we need to go back to the other game. I think I need to be able to remember how to freaking do simple... Oh my god, I feel like there's a lot to do, though. All right. But wait a minute, I did it with this. Oh wait, I want to... Okay, I want to... How can... Is there any way I can upgrade without having to... Note that using a different editor version than the project was created may not work as expected. I want to use the version I have now. Well, wait a minute. Why won't that work? All right, I gotta change this music. It's kind of it's getting to me a little bit. It's annoying me. Actually, this isn't terrible. Actually, we'll stick with this for now. All right. I think I'm gonna tone down the stream a little bit, and we're gonna go chill mode. We're gonna go chill mode. Let me load up ChatGPT. Okay. Oh wait a minute, that's not what I want. Give me a sec. Actually, I'm digging this. Yeah. Wait a minute. Did I do this correctly? I don't think I did this correctly. I have a simple terrain, and I want to add a simple, I don't know, pill-shaped thingy to represent the player. I really just want to bring in like the first-person perspective stuff. Like I don't want to have to recreate that stuff, and I don't know how to do that. Basically, I want to bring in. I wish I could bring in the first-person player controls from another game. I'm actually, you know what? I might be able to. Such as WASD for movement, the camera being attached to the thingy's head, etc. However, maybe we should recreate it manually here so I can remember how I did it to begin with. Let's start with adding the, what is the pill, I'm just going to say pill-shaped entity with simple physics such that it does not fall through the terrain. Yeah, we'll start there. Yep, rebuilding it manually is probably a better move if the goal is to remember how the pieces fit together. Capsule. That's the word I was looking for. What the hell? Move it above the terrain, x0, y equals 5, z0. Okay. Oof. It's big. That's what she said. No, she's never said that. Sadly, nope. I'm not blessed like my friend Tom Nick. How do I change the shape of this? Height. 1? Okay, that's not it. Oh, that's the collider. Okay. I literally just want to change the... I just want to change how... Okay, not position. That's not it, obviously. Where do I control the fucking size of this thing? It's huge. Or it's stretched out. Why is it so stretched out? Radius? Again, that's the collider. Scale. It was right above. Scale is what I want. All right. Stopping for fuel. Catch you later, Addy. Enjoyed the AI psychosis story. Subbed for updates. Yeah, keep subbing. Yep. As a matter of fact, buy your family memberships. It makes a great Christmas present. Christmas in August. Matthew says, I'm playing a game with a friend, but it's good to see you're cutting the dead meat. That's right. Now it's beating the dead. No. That's a bad joke. So Matthew is here. He's too good to be able to speak to us, apparently. Matthew, do you even write games anymore, or do you just sit there? So again, Matthew and Not Sure show up at the same time. Like, what is going on here? This is very weird. Next, Henna's going to be like, I'm here too. And then Lisa's going to be like, me 3. So, it's very weird that Not Sure... So wait a minute. Are you Not Sure Matthew is Not Sure the friend with whom you're playing the game? Is that has to be it? Sorry, I'm taking a moisturizer break. Taking a break to lotion my arm and make sure it's nice and moist. Tattoo is healing nicely. I'm sorry, but I'm loving. I took these pictures earlier. Let me send myself the pictures. Back to St. Abilene? No, we're not back at St. Abilene. We'll get back there. Don't worry. We'll get back there. We'll circle back. No, I'm gonna send myself some pictures that I'm going to then send to you. I had a great name. Wait a second. So WhatsApp apparently now is doing, they have usernames, which I think is I'm on my way to Micro Center. Pick me up a laptop. Since you're not moving in here and you're going to be saving all that money by not moving in here, pick me up a laptop. It's the least you could do. Still bitter. Still a little bit bitter about that. Okay. What are we doing? The capsule should already have the capsule collider. Keep that. Add a rigid body component to player. All right. Rigid body. So what does the collider do? What does the rigid body do that the collider doesn't? I guess the rigid body gives it mass. I guess that's the big thing. Whereas the collider just says things can't pass through this, where the rigid body says this is how much the thing weighs, essentially. Didn't realize we're back to basics. Yeah. I've written one game. Or not, well, I've worked on like one game in Unity. So yes, I'm back to the basics because I only did the basics one time. Jesus Christ, man. When's the last, do you even work on your games anymore? Like is Space Nomads, are they still wandering around space not knowing where they're going because their creator's too busy playing games with this imaginary friend? That's what's happening. I'm on a break. Don't never hear from Matthew anymore. All right. So let's see what the AI is doing, or what the AI is saying. I like to put this over here. Okay, mass 1, linear damping 0, perfect. Okay, that's okay. Use gravity, yes. Is chematic? Is chematic. So chematic means not affected by physics. So is chematic means yes, you are affected by physics. No, wait. Let me say that again. If you are chematic, then you're not affected by physics. So if you're not chematic, then you are affected by physics, which is why we want this unchecked, because we want to be affected by physics. Yes. Whatever. I don't go to hell with your chematic, whatever. You got what I'm saying. Stop. You know what? Go back to your game. Go back to playing whatever your Leisure Suit Larry 2026 game. Just get out of here. Go. I made a promise that I'm not going to tell people, like, I'm not going to say, like, not sure, can you ban Matthew? I made a promise that I'm not going to say that anymore. Not going to say that anymore. But Matthew, you're really pushing it. Okay, not sure. I knew you two were fucking playing a game together. I knew it. You two are up there. You're playing your Leisure Suit Larry themed MMORPG, and I'm not invited, which actually is a great idea for a game. Actually, there was this game that my buddy Gabe played. What the hell was the name of that game? It had the what is that view where you're like at a slight angle? It's you're at an angle. You're not at a flat angle. It's kind of 3D, right? It's one of the modes here. What the hell is it? No. SimCity 2000 was in this. Like, what the hell is it? It's not 3D. It's not. I mean, it is 3D, but it's like, oh, come on. But it's like a fixed 3D angle that you're at. Or a graphic. Yes. Yeah. Now you can ban math. No. Or whatever. Okay. I know it started with an O, but I forgot. Oh, so my friend Gabe, he played a game. It was in that. It was orphatic, or, whatever it was. Organic, orgasmic. It had an orgasmic view, but the game literally looked like it had the interface of like Unity, where it had like your traditional business application interface, right? With like buttons and drop down menus, and like everything was like, it looked like it was because it was Windows, but then it had a window where you had the game itself, where you had the graphics. And it was in that fixed orphatic or orgasmic view. But the game, it was just all centered around sex. It was all centered around just like people just like banging, and like you could like do, or like it was like an adult game. And I know there's like a bazillion of those now. But this game, it was hugely popular. Well, it wasn't hugely popular, but it was popular. But the people that it was popular with were they were crazy about the game. So I remember my friend Gabe, he met this woman on there, and like he was single at the time. He meets this woman who's like breaking up with her boyfriend, needs a place to stay. So of course, Gabe, being single and horny, says, okay, yeah, sure, you can come. And she was an attractive woman. I met her like twice, I think. She was not an unattractive woman, right? But she was a decent looking woman. So he invites her to basically come move in with him. And of course, it ended in like a month. It ended like a month or two. It ended a complete disaster. But they met on this game. And I remember she was very proud of the fact that she was the lead editor. She wasn't just the creator, right? She was the lead editor, meaning there were multiple other editors, but she was the lead editor for the newsletter for the game. And it was just like, what the hell was the name of that game? I'm going to ask AI. I'm trying to remember the name of a game that was very popular in the early 2000s, 2010s. It was basically, the interface looked like a traditional Windows GUI of like a business application, but then there was a pane that basically had the graphics. It was in a orthographic view, meaning that like it was 3D, but it was like a fixed 3D view, and the game was centered around adult content. It had a lot of adult content. It was an MMORPG. And give me some ideas. Like, what was the name of this game? Let's see if AI can find it. I'll recognize the name as soon as I hear it. No, it wasn't Second Life. It wasn't The Sims. It was a game you probably had never heard of. Socialotron! Yes! Yes, Socialotron. Now, I do kind of want to look up Socialotron. Yes, it was Socialotron. I'm going to turn the screen off because I want to see like if it's still around, see like what the deal is. Socialotron. I don't even see like a website dedicated to it. Like you would think that there would be like a socialotron.life or whatever, but is the game... Socialotron is a controversial adults-only subscription-based MMORPG set in a post-apocalyptic London. The game is notorious for lacking traditional content restrictions, allowing graphic and explicit player interactions, including sexual, and like crime and standard RPG mechanics like leveling, crafting, and permadeath. I'm wondering if it's still around. No, I'm not clicking any third party. Okay, so it's an isometric. That's the word I was looking for, not Matthew's stupid word. It was an 2D isometric massive multiplayer game. Here we go. Why is it is that Italian? It's not Spanish. No, it's Portuguese. Why is it in Portuguese? Is there not an English version? Apparently not. All right, I want to translate this. Yeah, I know it's in Portuguese. I said that. Okay, Socialotron is an MMORPG aimed at adult audience. It was released in 2003, and today the second version of the game is being made. It's been in works since I remember asking Gabe at the time. I was like, "Well, why is there like a third? Is there going to be a 3D version of it?" And they're like, "The devs are working on it." It was in progress. Back in this was 2000. It was before cancer. So it had to be like 2007, 2008. So something like that. Socialotron is one of the oldest erotic online games. The game contains fictional scenes of sex, sadomasochism, grape, pregnancy, and shamortion. which was generated much controversy and a bad reputation for the game. Initially, the game was free, but due to its theme, you have to pay a monthly fee to play. Currently, the game has around 200 online players. That's actually not a lot. I feel like that's not a lot. But it has surpassed 400 in the past. To register, you need to create a CC Bill account. The first month costs $4. Whoa. Ugh. There's like no way to actually quit. Gotta go see it, Not Sure says. Yo, thanks for nothing, Not Sure. There's literally no way to quit Outlook. It's insane that there's no way to quit Outlook. I'm going to go to Task Manager and kill the process. Let's see if that works. Time for Baldur's Gate 3. All right. Well, I guess Baldur's Gate, it's no Sociolotron. We're going to be over here writing Sociolotron while you're going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3. Balls Gate. Ha! Baldur's Gate. More like balls in her gate. Ha! Take that, Matthew. My character is naked. Gross. Guess it's not gonna happen. All right. It's already 5 o'clock. How did that happen? It seemed to come about fast. Let me see something. Woof. Okay. I don't know, boys. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. What's up, Addie? You know, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it because anything I talk about, I have to deal with the ramifications afterwards. You know, I say the wrong thing on here and then I get hell for it for the rest of the evening. And then the process restarts the next day. So, you know, then I'm leaving next week. Feels like a lifetime away, but it's really just 9 days at this point. 10 days? 9 days? 10 days? Let me look. It's the way she... What the hell are you doing awake, Stefan? What the hell are you doing? What, like, it is like... It's midnight in Finland on a Tuesday. And you're awake? Like, what the hell are you doing awake? That took me by surprise. Stefan's awake? Of all people? Stefan? I thought he would have been in bed 6 hours ago. All right, so I leave on the 20th. At least I think I do. I'm going to confirm that. Oh. Apparently I saved the email for the Airbnb confirmation, but not for the flight. Maybe I want to log into United and make sure that I still have the flight. Watched athletics on TV. I'm on vacation this week. also known as working half-time from home. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, you're a big boss man. Stefan, he's a big boss man at work. Like he is like, I mean, you think that like I am a boss man? Stefan has like an entire company that reports to him. There's like 300 people under him. I mean, like, I don't know how he puts up with that. All right, let me see. What do we got here? No, there's lots of stuff I'd like to talk about, but I can't talk about it because, like I said, I will get eviscerated for it if I do. So, I'll just do what I normally do, which is like kind of what got me into, not quite got me into the situation I'm in now, but got me to the situation I'm in now, which is, you know, I will bottle it up all inside. I'll just push it really far down, and then I'll just stomp on it and just be like, you stay down there, feelings, stay down there. No, you cannot come out, feelings. You cannot come out. And then what I'll do is I'll just keep doing that until eventually the pressure builds up so much that it just explodes. That's what happens. And then when that happens, the next thing you know, I'm like faking a live stream for 6 hours. No. I would never do that. I don't know if you guys heard the beginning of the stream, so that comment might not have made sense, but I know at least one of you heard the beginning of the stream. Probably the one I'm in fear of now. Okay, so I did confirm that I leave on the 20th. I get there on the 21st. Oh, man. I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, it's a very tricky situation. It's a very tricky situation. What did I get? I picked up my phone because I wanted to see something. Let me see. Oh, wait. Let me look. Oh, shit. No, I'll just put that down for now. Just not. This will be evidence one day. It's evidence right now. You just don't know it. No, I know what you mean. No, you know, just. I was saying months ago that like I needed to get out of the United States. Like, it's not so much that like I'm running away from a particular person or, you know, crime, or, you know, that I'm running away from the law. It's nothing like that. It's just that like I need to get out of the United States. I'm not going to get into it, but I'm not going to get into it. I just need to get out of the United States. And then there's like all the other stuff that like is compound on top of it, which is just another reason that I need to get out of the United States. But I can't talk about it that much because I can already hear the conversation that's going to happen in about an hour, where it's like, well, you said you want to get out of the United States, so just go get out of the United States. Like, if you don't want to be here, then just go. I can hear that conversation already in my head. So I don't know. I have a free room in my flat. Nah, I'm good. You don't have air conditioning, and it's illegal to have air conditioning. I know it's not. I know it's not completely illegal. I don't want to move to a country where it's illegal to have air conditioning, and if you're only certain religions can carry around swords. Like, I don't want to live in that country. I'm good. Okay. Then under these constraints, freeze rotation X and Z. Why am I freezing rotation X and Z? Why? Wait, what? Okay, collision detection continuous. is that gonna be on the rigid body? Oh, okay. So, interpolate. Thought I heard the door. I'm terrified. Okay, constraints. Freeze X and Z. Freeze rotation. X and Z. Why do I want to freeze the rotation of X and Z? I'm not sure I quite understand that. So Y is going to allow... God, I literally cannot exit Outlook. The pop-up keeps popping up, asking me to log in. This is kind of ridiculous. I'm going to ask Gemini. How can I quit Outlook on Windows? Even when I close it and close it in the system tray, I still get a window. And oh wait, what is it called? Like with the authentication, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't remember. Like the authentication where you log into one website and then there's another website. I'm going to have to ask AI that question so that I can ask AI this question. What is... No, I'm just going to ask through the mic. I'm going to try that. Yes. What is the authentication called where, like, if you're a corporate and you sign into your corporate account and then that authenticates you to multiple other websites? It starts with an O, I think. But it's a type of authentication. It's very common. Yeah, let's see. Yes, OAuth. Okay, I'm thinking of OAuth. I still get an OAuth pop-up asking me to sign in. How? Yes, OAuth, Matthew. Thank you. Okay, the nuclear option. I'm at the nuclear option. That's what I want. That's where I'm at with life right now. Okay, process not found. OLK. Process not found. Disable background running in startup. Disable startup. Okay, task manager. Click startup apps. Well, that's not going to help me in terms of like what's running now. At least I don't think it will. Let's see. Startup. I don't even see Outlook on here. Okay. I'm just going to have to deal with it. Just like everything in my life, I'm just going to have to deal with it. I'm just going to have to live with it. What else can I do? Nope. I'm going to go back to Cape Town next week. Let's see what happens. I think I'm gonna end the stream because like now I'm like seriously like bummed right now. I'm like pretty bad right now. Not bad. Like here's the thing. Like one thing that like drives me nuts is I'll be talking to AI. Like AI is my therapist now, which is probably part of the problem. But I'll talk to AI. And then like anytime that like something that like is like even like slightly bad or like I tell AI that like, oh, I'm kind of sad because of XYZ. And then AI is just like, okay, but I want to make sure first and foremost, Are you in a safe place? And are you having any thoughts of hurting yourself or others? And I'm like, no, motherfucker. Because remember how I was saying earlier that I will love a woman. I will love a woman deeply, more than I love myself in many ways, but not enough to commit that bad crime. Not enough to because I love my freedom. I also love life. I do love living. So no matter how sad I get, that's not like self-deleting, as the kids say. That's not an option. So it just pisses me off that that the AI is just like, are you in a safe place? And are you whenever I use that voice, I always think of my baby mama's mama. I always think of my baby mama's mother. Are you in a safe place? Are you in any harm to yourself or to others? And I'm like, no, motherfucker, I'm not. Just chill. All right, let's just do this, and then I can get past this. Okay, leave the Y. I still don't understand why I am constraining the X and Y rotation, but that's fine. The last part matters because otherwise your pill can hit a little slope, tip over. Oh, I like this song. It's a good song. Your hierarchy is simple: player, capsule collider, rigid body. When you press play, the expected behavior is okay. If the capsule falls until the capsule collider contacts with the train's collider, and then it should stop. Okay, let's just put this way up and just see. I don't know, fellas. I just don't know. I just don't know. I just want to get away. It's like 11 days won't come fast enough. What the hell is this? I can't do anything. Okay, where's the camera? What am I missing? I don't care. I'm going to call it a stream. I love you, boys. I'll be back tomorrow.